I'm waiting to see if anybody comes in. Hey, Quan, what's up, baby? Can you hear me okay? I'm gonna wait and see if anybody else gets the message that I was coming on. I did this later in the day. I've been tired and I'm achy because I've been moving stuff. So back and stuff is kicking. Hey, Wendy, what's up? Tired, y'all. I've been moving some stuff. I'm trying to. The job is tripping because they brought monitors by. It was a Saturday before my move. They had brought monitors in, or they brought monitors so we could see. Now, I need the monitors. Honestly, I do. My eyesight is not good, and I've been working on the computer. I was gonna buy my own monitors, but then they said, "Oh, well, we're gonna get them," and I'm still possibly gonna buy my own because if anything happens to their monitor, it comes out I have to pay for it. So I didn't put the monitors up, y'all, because I didn't want because I had y'all saw them boxes were stacked to the ceiling, right? Y'all hear me okay? Can y'all hear me okay? Let me know y'all can hear me okay. I'm waiting for a Christian upload to go up and then I'll switch it so I can see. Somebody else was in here. I don't know who else was in. They ain't said nothing. But anyway, so now they like, oh, you got to get these. Well, I'm like, yeah, that's been the plan. I'm not trying to not use them. I just need to get through the rest of this madness in this living room. So I actually have made a lot of progress. It looks bad still, but it's not as bad as what it looks. Because I've all the boxes I've gotten down, but right now my back and my shoulder, they kicking. So they were tripping and flipping and dipping, and I'm like over some monitors, yeah, child, these folks, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna make you faster. Well, okay, heck, I'm just worried about being able to see, but I also am worried about I don't want to pay for your monitors if it gets bumped while I'm trying to get all these boxes down. So that wasn't enough for them. But we will expect them to be up by this time. It's just madness, child. Folks, folks behind foolery. And I'm like, okay, y'all are weird. I'm trying to tell you, I don't want to mess up your monitors because I just moved. Well, 2 weeks should be enough for you. How do you determine how quickly? I'm a 52-year-old woman, not in the best of shape, trying to move boxes that's been in storage for over 3 years. Anyway, it's okay. So I did get the can y'all hear me okay? Let me know y'all can hear me. It's only a couple of us in here, but yes, if y'all do watch it, subscribe, click the notification, share, and let's definitely give us a thumbs up and throw topics down there if y'all interested. I'll give y'all a tour here in a minute. But anyway, so that was the madness of work. My back is kicking because I done moved a lot of stuff. Shoulders are sore. Yesterday I did some sleeping because I was also very tired and I had drainage. The sinuses are draining. And we had some wind. It's nice here in Arizona though right now. It got chilly. I had to put the heat on. Well, our chilly. For y'all, it might not be a big deal, but it was down in, what did my thing say, 60 or something there in the house. It was chilly. And outside, I guess they said parts of us got into the 40s, but it was chilly. Anyway, I'll give y'all a quick tour. I ain't gonna be on here too long. How you two doing? How you guys, Wendy? How you doing? And Quan, how you doing? Okay, so there was a little bit of snow. I might be melted by now if in Flag. They had some snow a couple days back up there. It might be melted. So you just riding on the truck right now, chilling, Wendy? And Mr. Quan, how you doing, baby? And I'm gonna show y'all the bookshelves. Mm. Hold on, y'all. So I'll show y'all what we've done so far. Yeah, 20. I told you it was cold here in Arizona. I could tell that. I had to put the heat on. So y'all remember everything was up to the top. I had everything from that wall over there all the way to where the desk is. And where you see this bottle at, that's where the desk is. And the boxes were all the way up. I done gotten through all that. I do got some bags over here and some pillows and stuff. But that's all been done. And the hardware came in. This is really what was holding me back is those bookshelves. The hardware's come in so I can Okay. That's good on the healthcare. Yeah, the hardware's come in, so I was able to put those are the bookshelves I was waiting to put up. Hey, Kathy W, what's up? You seeing right now the bookshelves? I finally got them in. Let me show y'all these. These are cool. So I'm still got. It looks bad, but it's not as bad as it seems. I'm gonna tip over, but I've been unpacking stuff. So that's the cases of water I gotta move. That little box, but I'm sore as can be. My back is like throbbing. I got these are just bags. I don't know what's in them, but I'm gonna go through them, and y'all can see some of the. If I put, you can see some of the floor. That those paper bags are empty. That's just some stuff that's gonna end up going kitchen stuff, and it's just unpacking it. And I just went through boxes after boxes, just getting settled. But these bookshelves, I could not find the hardware for. I have no idea if it was lost. I have no idea. Um, but these are the shelves, and they're kind of cool. This is actually glass. And I got these at Big Lots, and I don't think I paid but a couple $100s for them. Here, I'm gonna sit over here and prop y'all up and talk to y'all over here. And see, I done got through most of that. There's some boxes over here, but that stuff was all the way up to the ceiling, all the way over to where that desk is at. So I just gotta clean the desk off, and I'm gonna move y'all. Trying to see where I want to move y'all to. Right here, I'm gonna see if I can put y'all here and flip y'all around. Hold on. Hold on. Sitting on my old igloo. Oh yeah, that'll work. So, let me show you the speakers. These are some old, let me show y'all this. So those are some old, realistic speakers. My father had them up in Lubbock. He wasn't using them. I brought them back with me. I haven't hooked them up to a stereo yet. I used to have like a really nice stereo system. But while I was over the road, I lost a storage unit a long time ago, and it had a lot of my stereo stuff in there. So I'm just gonna rebuild from this one. And I want some. Still got some CDs and some LPs, and I'll probably buy some more. But anyway, I'm a huge now CDs. These two boxes right here, that's nothing but CDs, DVDs, and all that. Yeah, I'm gonna end up getting all the stuff to kind of hook that up. I need to get a receiver. I'm thinking we'll go Harman Kardon or Onkyo. Those are two of my favorite. And then I'm probably gonna look at a Technics turntable. I'll get an old CD player, and cause I still have tons. I got gang gold. Them boxes. I'm serious, no lie. Those boxes, both them boxes, have nothing but CDs in them. And I still got some in the floor in the room, about this high right now on the floor, that I took out of another box. But this is pretty much all CDs and DVDs. Um, and heavy as heck. Full of that. But yeah, I'll work on some more of this tomorrow. My back, like I said, my back's been like really sore. And my shoulder, because I ended up moving most of those boxes because the company, they tripping. I'm like, y'all, it's okay. I'm not fighting with nobody. I leave in Jesus' hands. I'm tired. I'm here to do my work and go home. I'm not really caught up in anything else. Let me see. How you doing, Miss Kathy? I asked Quan. Quan might be playing the game. Quan the gamer. That's my baby. That's my baby. How y'all been doing? And we are so blessed. I was thinking there was gonna be chaos, and there ain't. And I'm so happy there is no chaos. And I think Kathy, I hope you're still on here, Kathy. Kathy, you okay? Okay, Kathy, where do you live at? What part of the country are you in? I didn't ask you that. I know you've been joining us a couple of times. What part of the country are you in? And yeah, I did turn the heat on here in Arizona. I am a native Arizonan. And I know if you in the Midwest or on the East Coast, this is not cold to you. But I had chills yesterday. I was like, Lord, don't let me be getting sick, because I did have chills. But I also had my sinuses were clogged. I need to wash my thing. Oh, you in Dallas? Okay. My brother, he runs the Hilton Homewood Suites in Dallas, Texas. He's a general manager out there in your neck of the wood. Him and his family relocated out there 3 years ago, about the time I went back on the road. And they bought a house in Dallas, in Fort Worth. His wife is an educator out there. And we got other family. I don't know my father. Now we got a lot of family out there on my father's side. They crazy, so I don't really interact with them too much. Kathy, I don't interact with them too much. Some of them probably decent folks, but yeah. And then we have some family in Oklahoma. Some of them were in law enforcement, so I think most of them that were in law enforcement are retired. And then I know my cousin who was the attorney out here. I think him and his wife live in Dallas too. His brother was a pilot for the Army. He was a helicopter pilot. Okay, you've been in Texas 5 years. Yeah, God bless you. I didn't like Dallas is probably cool to visit. When I went through there when I was in trucking with Werner, I was like, mm. Yeah, y'all, yeah, some of the behaviors of certain folks, I can't, I can't. No, I can't. Now, I did like, there's some towns I went through that were really cute. Fredericksburg might have been one. I think that's in between Lubbock and San Antonio. I did like San Antonio. I know it's different. I know it's different. Woo, do I know it's different? I know the folks is different. I'm just gonna say that. We got our issues here in Arizona, but well, a lot of folks is different right now. But that's why I'm grateful that we didn't have any civil unrest. We might have lost Wendy, but I was very grateful that we didn't have any civil unrest. And I'm praying it stays that way. Um, I'm just hoping things smoothly go. And like I said, I wasn't a proponent either way, but we do need we need some a different climate and mindset. Oh, okay. You are still here. We must have lost Quan. And no, and I think you asked if this is Kathy, if this is my new place. I have been here for Wendy. What did I got? When I first got back to Arizona, I moved in here. What happened? I have had stuff in storage for well over 3 years. So when I was over the road, I was living off my truck and living out of Texas with my dad. So wherever, because you're not home enough, and so it didn't make sense to be paying rent. So I put all my stuff in storage. So I had two storage units. I had what I call my truck and storage unit, which was a small unit. And then I had my bigger storage unit, which is where I put my stuff from my apartment when I went back over the road. And that stuff has been in storage I've been back here, Wendy's right about a year. And I got off the truck back in August of last year, or the year was it yes last year? Hold on. I moved in here in December of last year. Yeah. So I got off the truck in August. And I became employed with a trucking company. I was either going to go to a financial company or a trucking company. I went to a trucking company because I enjoy working the parts of the industry. There's issues with the industries that I'm not going to get into here that kind of are somewhat of a turnoff. But I actually, if I can help a driver, that's probably one of my biggest things. I don't want to be a driver manager because I don't want a lot of drivers. Also, the company that I'm at runs very lean. And so, if I understand right, their quantity of drivers to a driver manager is 80 drivers to a driver manager. That's a lot of stuff. Whereas a couple of the trucking companies I work for, most of their driver managers manage a fleet of half that much. So, probably about 40 drivers. To me, it builds rapport. It also really says that I can deal with safety issues if I dealt with something on that level. Um, right now, that's what only reason I don't want to. So right now, I'm doing what's called an after hours agent. That has its issues because of other reasons. Um, but I at least I still can interact with drivers. Try to help out where I can, give advice where I can. It is a starter company, so a lot of it, just talking to the driver. Sometimes you want to go through the phone and say, if you don't do that job, baby, and if you don't just but it's a training. Some of it is training issues. Um, some of it's training issues. A lot of it's training issues actually. So no, I've been in this apartment about a year, and I just never did. I never did settle back in, and I never did move my stuff in. So now I'm moving the stuff in, and now I'm unpacking it. And I was waiting because the shelves were huge, because in order to get the stuff out the boxes and have somewhere to put it, I needed these bookshelves. So I had to order the hardware for it, and I got all the hardware and got the shelves in, because the frame, the outer frame is just, that's all together, but each shelf you had to have the certain screws to screw it in, and I finally found those and ordered those. And then I had the glass inserts, and I cleaned those, and those actually did well through transit. And now, probably between later tonight and tomorrow, I'll be, depending on how I'm feeling, because like I said, my back is kicking and my shoulders are kicking. I'm gonna try to put all the books and stuff, and then I gotta get these monitors installed here at this place and get the monitors on the desk. I'm hoping they both fit, because that desk ain't very big. I know I can fit at least one. Who all is in here? Let's see. I see Kathy. I know Quan. I said hi to Quan. Quan might be gaming. I don't know who else came in. We got 4 people in here. But yeah, so I think they're hard as a driver. Well, I can't say, I think, I'm trying to think how to put this, Kathy. I think starter, if you're driving, yeah, that's kind of hard. Internal in the office, I think trucking in itself needs an overhaul. I think it's just the style of management, the style of industry, who they hire. So a lot of them hire people who were truckers, or maybe even law enforcement, um, people kind of more military background. And if it really wasn't for an associate that I had that was here, just even interacting and dealing with these folks would probably be more difficult. I just had an interaction with our big boss, and how it came across. But then she's like, "Girl, that's how these crazy veterans talk down here." And I've had a talk, because she tried to come to the company I'm at. I had basically referred her in, but based on some of the stuff I was going through and what she saw, she just told him, "Hey, I can't find a house," which was true. She was having a hard time finding a house. I think we saw something, but it wasn't what she was really looking for through my realtor. And she's bringing in 5 kids. Um, it is hard for a seasoned driver. That I was okay, Wendy. Good point. I'll come to that in a minute. But she went back, because she was like, she said, I know, she knew the devil she was dealing with, where she was working. She was working for veterans, but to come down here and to step into the stuff that was going on at the company I'm at, and the diversification issues that she saw more than I did. And then I invited her because I was impressed with the management. I saw the management, they got on the phones, they get out there and work with you. I was very impressed with that. But there's other stuff that I saw diversity wise, and some other things and some choices that they made that told me where they stood. And then when I sat and talked to her, she packed herself up the next day and she said she went home. And I told her, I said, don't let my situation be yours, but I understand. And I wasn't even offended, because I had referred her, and then she left and resigned. And if I was in her shoes, I might have done exactly the same thing, because she does have 5 children. And you can't come down here, risk it, and then you end something you didn't expect to be hellacious. And her thing was, girl, the people it was the people in the office. And just even on her end, I didn't know what was going on even in her department. We were in 2 different areas under the same overall person. And she's like, the people. She said, I can't. And I understood that. She said, I can't afford it. And she couldn't. You worried about somebody trying to stab you in the throat, the neck, because they intimidated by whatever. And all you trying to do is just come in there, do your work, and go home. And that's really me. I'm not trying for anybody's position. I'm just really there to do my job, go home, and try to be a blessing as I can to the drivers, and try to do as the Bible says, do your job as unto the Lord. I try to work as unto the Lord. And that's what I try to do. But I'm not gonna fight with people. I'm too old. I'm 52. I'm tired. I'm just coming in, put the paycheck in the account, let me do my core job. I don't bother you, you don't bother me. And that's what I try to do. And still you got folks that want to bother you, pick something, and I'm like, Lord, give them their lollipop and let them go their way. Start a company is hard for a seasoned driver, but if you are just starting out, driver company, yeah, any starter company, even some of the worst ones are good. Um, Thank you, Wendy. Even girl, they didn't. I have a problem with they legalized marijuana in Arizona. God bless them. I've never smoked anything a day in my life. Never done any drugs other than what's been prescribed to me by a doctor. Other than alcohol, and I think, and for me, I love wine. Matter of fact, y'all, let me tell you this story. Oh, let me do the driver thing, and then I'll come back to the story. For seasoned drivers, for example, we have part of our little off-site conversations. Female truckers. I got Danielle. I got Wendy. Wendy's not driving because she has some health issues, so she can't drive anymore. I had Monique. Was it Monet? Monet. Monet. I said Monique. She gonna kick my butt. I have Monet. Monet is a New Yorker, and Monet has probably about as much time over the road as I do, maybe a little bit less. But Monet is definitely a truck driver chick. She's a truck driver sister. So when I got on with the company I'm with, she called me and she's like, dude, I'm gonna be leaving XYZ company I'm with as a lease purchase, and I want something. And she had moved here to my state of Arizona. So Monet was from New York. I know she was living in Texas, and then she moved here to Arizona. So she reached out to me. Make sure I'm not missing any comments. And Monet reached out to me, and she's like, what about coming over to your company? And I don't think my company's a bad company. I think it's a good starter company. I think it and the other companies that I have connections with that they're connected to, they're both decent starter companies for a driver. But oh no, I can't have it. We got a neighbor over here, and they got kids in there, and I smelt it as I was walking by to go to the store one time, and they do that over there. But I don't smoke. I don't want to smell it. I would have a problem. I will call on you. I will have a problem. I don't want nothing to do with it. No, 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 no. I cannot. Zero. I couldn't even live in that. I can't. One, because with the license, you don't want that in your system. You have to do drug screenings if you ever have to drive again. But also, I've worked for too many companies in a corporate arena where you go for testing. The company I'm with, they do hair samples. So that's going back. No, you're not going to put me in that position for your foolery and impose that in my sanctuary. Hell no. Mm-mm. Anyway, but Monet had contacted me and asked me about. I said, "Girl, you will be up in here cussing these people out every day, because there's no way. She's too seasoned. She's had too much freedom, and you can't have that kind of freedom under a starter company and have you handle your stuff. These people are gonna call, ask me, well, should I reroute myself? No. Even under the starter company I worked for a while, I would tell her I'm rerouting myself because I'm not going to be up in this mountain chains on, chains off. You got me on these little highways. This is how I'm routing through, and this is why. You're not going to put me in those. And I just made decisions because that's, to me as a truck driver. But starter companies, some of them, they will lose their jobs behind that. So to me, there's a point where if you're okay with that, cool, you stay with that company. If you're not, then you need to move into what I call your junior high and your high school or your college level trucking companies. And those are going to allow you to route yourself. It's just like when I worked for SRT. Pretty much, they didn't give me my route. I routed myself, and then they told me where I could get my fuel. And these are the places you can fuel along these routes, and they gave me a book. And then whereas this company sends them fuel routing, and then half them don't even pay attention to that. And they ignore that. They don't even do the fuel routing they're supposed to do. So, yeah. So right now, but I'm gonna make it. So I don't really drink like and I've never been a heavy drinker. Like even back in my youth, in my party days, I was always a designated driver. I'm just never. I'm somebody who I have to be in control of my faculties. But one of my favorite drinks is a Bloody Mary. I like margaritas and I like Bloody Marys. But because I haven't just really, A, because I'm diabetic, a borderline diabetic, B, because I don't drink, anymore unless I was just going out to a restaurant, me and Joe might get a drink. And one of the other things I like was what I call the Mexican version of a Bloody Mary, which is called a michelada. So what I did is I did a little experiment because what I figured out is what I like about a michelada is I like the fact that it's tomato juice. I like it's got a little spice to it, pepper, and I like the fizz. So I took the seltzer water, like the seltzer waters, the lime, the grapefruit, the lemon waters that you get, the little sparkling seltzer waters, and I got me some what's a clamato and put them together. and that's the same thing to me. And I realized, oh, I don't need the liquor. So I literally right now have over a case over there of V8s and a case of seltzer water, and I just put them in the refrigerator, let them get really cold, and I end up making me a virgin michelada, so to speak, or fizzy Bloody Mary, so to speak. Now I do still get wine. I like wine. Wine is something I've always liked. Favorite wine, German wines. You know, that's something I should actually do one time, is do like some of my favorite wines. And we do like a favorite wine discussion and why. But I love German wines. I like Moscatos. Malbec is my favorite red wine. German whites, and could be almost any German white. I have not met a German wine that I don't like. Let's put it like that. I love German wines. My favorite brand was one called Schmidt-Sohn. And on Schmidt-Sohn, the favorite type was called Pierce Porter's. I don't know if I said Pierce Porter's Mickelsburg. That was my favorite type of wine from them, and I haven't had that in years. But I've had some other Germans. But German wine, hands down, I'm a big fan of German wine. And then I just recently had an Oliver Moscato. It was on sale at Fry's, and I bought one of those. They had a blueberry and a cherry, a tart cherry. Both were good, but my favorite happened to be the blueberry. So that happened to be my favorite. Ooh, let me see here. Draining y'all. Meant to also tell y'all this, and I'll post it when I'm done. I'll go back. You know, no, I'm gonna post it on, if y'all go to the community board, and I'll also try to post it here. There's a company that I was able to get my free Thanksgiving dinner from. If you want turkey, it give you the free turkey. Well, free turkey roast, or you can apply the $9.88 or 98 cents to buying a butterball turkey. And then pretty much all your fixings. It does a lot of the fixings, the gravy mix, cranberry relish. What else did I get? The dressing they were out of, but I'm gonna try to order the dressing again. Oh man, what else did I have? It was almost $20 worth of stuff. But you can get the butterball turkey roast for free. That's the turkey breast roast, free. I got it in the freezer. You can get your dressing, cranberry relish. Like I said, all the fixing, frozen green beans. Shoot, what else did I have? The frozen green beans. It came with the gravy mix. I can't remember. It was a bunch of stuff. It came with, and I can tell you, it was almost $20 worth of food. And oh, you know what? I gotta get some yams, y'all. I forgot to get some candy yams. I gotta get yams. This next payday, I gotta order some yams. I don't do canned yams. I do fresh yams. Um, it came with all of that, and it was just under $20. It's from Walmart, and what it is an app that gives you rebates. And if you do it, and I had it delivered to the house, so I didn't even have to go to Walmart to get it, and they gave me rebates on everything. It took about 48 hours, and the rebates appeared. Once you get to your $20 in your rebates, you can move it to your banking account, or you can do gift cards or whatever with it. Right now, I'm letting it build. I was like 18 something because a couple things were out of stock, and do that. Also, I don't know if y'all realize that we're starting to have the rationing back on toilet paper and stuff. There's a reason I stocked up, because when I went to go get toilet paper this time, they didn't have toilet paper, they have paper towel. And I don't know how long that's going to last for, but they're starting to ration because people are starting to stock up again. One, because people are suspecting we're probably going to have another shutdown. It might not be under the current administration, but it may be under the one coming in. And I don't know if y'all watching the news about the possible, what's that, COVID vaccine. Uh, and through Pfizer, I talked to some of my family and friend members who are healthcare professionals. They definitely are okay more so with the Pfizer testing. Pfizer is not government controlled, to what my contacts say. Moderna is a whole other can of worms. And I guess Fauci's saying that Moderna is supposed to have a vaccine coming as well. So that's similar to Pfizer. But if it's up to me, I'm gonna go with Pfizer once we have some proof. Because I have I have several underlying health challenges. I have a hereditary blood clotting disorder. I'm borderline diabetic. Obviously, being obese, I'm also dealing with high blood pressure. I had some lung damage from clots. Um, and I have some other, like, I have now edema in the legs where my legs swell. Especially my left leg more than my right, but my right's been swelling as well lately. Um, I'm going to be talking to my doctor. It's something I'm going to have to pray on. Now, I need to go get the shingles vaccine because I did have a bout with Bell's palsy. And I think Bell's palsy can be caused by a viral infection. And we're not sure what triggered it for me because I'd never had it. I did snap back after a week on the antiviral medicine, which was this huge freaking pill that was almost black. I'd never seen a pill like this before. And I did snap back after about a week, but my face was twisted up like I had had a stroke. So I'm going to talk to her because I don't know. We don't have enough long-term testing yet to see how long this is going to last. I could automatically be asymptomatic too. I don't know. We'll have to see. At this point, like I said, we'll have to see. I'm gonna pray on it. I would rather have a little time to see how it fares first before going to get tested because you got to see. While they have a populace, they may not have a good sample of everybody and everybody's condition. So I'm just praying on it. Um, but I do have some severe health challenges. So, can they be maintained? Yeah, my goal was to do the weight loss surgery, and that may still be something. But right now, I've been holding because of the whole COVID. Because if I go in, I have to go to a hospital. Well, what do the hospitals have right now? COVID. So I'm not gonna put myself in just to go try to get the weight off to try to say I'm getting healthy and then come out of there, be on a ventilator, and then be in a casket. Or be lifelong because there are people that I know. I've had people I know have died of it. I have people I know who've had it, who've had some really bad results. Some that came through it like it was a flu, but others who have lifelong impacts from it, from COVID. Yeah, I think that they may still get it out there. One of the things that I think, Kathy, is everybody's desperate for something. And that's one of my other things. Are you desperate? And we don't know what impact it's going to have. It's like when they put these drugs out there, it's like, for example, the blood thinner I'm on is warfarin. So I'm like a walking hemophiliac. There's other ones that are out there. My warfarin, I'm supposed to get tested on a very regular basis. Actually, I need to go for a test next week, and I haven't tested in a while. But I need to go. I'm supposed to be going I'm supposed to go almost monthly, and I usually go every 90 days. Because I've been on the same dosage I started in at 29 and I'm 52. So there's other blood thinners that came out later on, and my doctor has tried to talk me into those other blood thinners. I refuse to change to those. And the reason is based on I'm one of the people, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Me and warfarin have been in relationship for a long time. The other ones may not require you to go get checked as frequently, but if you go to bleed out, the way to handle that is not. You have a better chance with warfarin for them possibly stopping the bleeding and surviving than you would with that other stuff. And I can't. I'm so cool on it. So I've stuck with, if it ain't broke, for me it's worked. I'm not switching. I'm okay with doing the checks. Yeah, I've been fine on it. Actually, I got to go next. Like I said, I've got to go in. I got to do a biometric screening for my company anyway. It's at the same lab. So I found one that's close to the house. I'm going to go ahead and do the biometric screening. And whoa, is that a sinkhole? Shut the front door. What? Y'all should see this on the news out here. So the van is, hold on, I don't even know if I can get this in time. Hold on, y'all. Y'all see that? So the van is sitting on top of this thing, right? And it's sitting there, and all of a sudden, the van, I'm going to switch that over. Switch that back. My eyes caught it. The van is sitting there like this, and all of a sudden it just go like this. And the hole just open up under the ground. And so that's what y'all saw was that sinkhole. But yeah, wow. Stuff you see sometimes watching the news. Look, y'all, I got a whole nother TV I forgot I had. It's in the room. This stuff been in storage for 3 years. I remember this TV. I found a whole nother laptop I forgot I had. I got 2 extra laptops that was in storage. I own 2 right now. Well, one of them is taken apart. I got to order the fan and another memory card for it. And then I'm going to upgrade it because it has some challenges with memory. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in and put a new fan in and get it cleaned up. But, and yeah, and this actually has a cover. For this one right here, it has a cover. I just have watched, I took it in the thing and watched it. V. Griffin, what's up, baby? Yeah, so no, the warfare, I'll be on top. I'm not too worried about it. I gotta handle that. Like I said, I've been a lot of years on it. I mean, a long time. Like I said, I'm 52. I was 29 when I first went on it. V. Griffin, I ain't seen you in a minute, homie. How you doing? Y'all, my butt is hurting. I'm gonna move back over to that other side. Yeah, no, I'm just really getting settled. I got the boxes down. I'll work on the rest of this tomorrow. My back and my shoulder is kicking though. And y'all, and I'm gonna probably get some sleep. I got some stuff in here, but now I'm gonna cook my little turkey roast. And then the church that I used to go to, they put me in for a turkey box every year. They do, because I used to volunteer at the church and pack up the boxes and then deliver them to people who were in need. And then they always gave you a turkey box. So where I got my ministry license, they put me down and my buddy Joe down for turkey boxes for our family. They usually give turkey boxes to everybody in the church. People donate. They get turkeys for whoever needs it or whoever signs up in the church. And they just buy a whole bunch of turkeys, extras. And even if you got families and you take them. Yawning is not... Yeah, that's been me lately. Yesterday, I literally, Sunday I got off work and my sleep has been intermittent. And I was in here trying to work through the madness. And when I got the shit, when did the hardware come in? The hardware came in Saturday for the shelves. So Sunday, I was real tired. And I said, well, I'm going to put the shelves up. Because what I had done when I got settled in here, I had another one of my little, oh, I didn't show y'all this. I've been working on my, so I don't have a lot of storage in this kitchen. Hold on. My coffee cup collection. I'll show y'all that. I don't have a lot of storage in my kitchen. So I have to, I don't have really good cabinet space. So what I've done is, this was actually in storage. This is brand spanking new shelving. And I've taken it and I'm turning it into, and y'all forgive me, that's mopping, but I'm going to turn this into, obviously you can see like my dishes and glasses and stuff. Y'all can see my coffee collection. I love these. I don't even know where I remember where I got these. And I think I only got one of these, but all the other ones are gray. I was able to get a gray set. And then this is one of my favorite Starbucks cups. And then I got some clear coffee cups. And then my little French ones. And then I just like that one because it's weird with the dot and the handle's funky. And then this one has I love you in different languages. And then I have a desk in there from IKEA. And then I have some other different ones. And then this down here, and I have 2 different dish sets. These were just like the dollar store, but I just like the painting on them. And then I don't remember where I got those, but I just thought those were cool. And these right here, they store some stuff I use for my barbecue sauce from the store. That's stuff that I use, and I thought they were little good, cute little drinking glasses. And then you have your cordials. So I don't know, I probably got those at a good Goodwill, because I will thrift store shop in a minute. All right, let me turn y'all around. We're going back over to the desk. Oh, my Lord. Okay. All right, have a good one, Kathy. I'm going to probably end this pretty soon because we've been on here 40 minutes. Anyway, V. Griffith, what's going up, Mama? Okay, V moved to Florida. Mom was sick. Staying with her for a while. Things are good now. No complaints. Hope all is well with you. All right. Did you get a driving job out there, V, or you just hanging with mom? And yeah, guys, we also went up in numbers on here. We're at almost 1,700 on here. I don't even know what happened. All of a sudden, we had almost 100 people join. Maybe the direction the channel's taking, is bringing in other folk. And I might try to do something on here, if not weekly, bi-weekly. I'm not sure. Different topics. Sometimes I just like to randomly talk. Like right now, it's just kind of like a laid-back night, and I'm just working, and I like, well, I'll take a break and check in. Oh, trying to get a job right now. Well, I'm praying. Girl, prayers, baby. Cause yeah, some of it. I mean, there's jobs. I had one of my Christian sisters out here. She switched companies. Both work from home. I'm like, amen, hallelujah. So she switched companies. She been with one company 17 years, and she during the pandemic, I guess she got something similar from another company and got hired with them. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's what that might be some of our growth is some of the laid back, just chit chatting. And that works for me. I could talk probably about different topics off the top of my head. If it's something I want to talk about. If it ain't something I want to talk about, I'm not. But, like I don't try to get into big political conversations. Um, only thing I would say right now is I'm very happy that there's no civil unrest across the country, and I pray it stays that way. We praying on my Christian channel big time. That's been my biggest prayer. I'm so thankful to God that we didn't have any civil unrest. Now, as African American, I've been keeping my butt at home because you do have some folks that still got issues. Because we had some folks down there with the guns hanging around their neck at the Capitol, and I'm like, I'm just gonna stay out y'all way. I don't want y'all trying to pick the sister off, and all I'm trying to do is get some groceries. I ain't bothering you and whatever your thought process is. Let me get my groceries and go home. I ain't bothering y'all. But right now I'm getting everything delivered. Waiting for everything to cool off. I want to make sure everything is truly settled before I start heading out of here. But no, everything else is going good. Like I said, this right here, now that the shelves are up, everything else is going to be simple. It'll move pretty swiftly. I don't know if I'll sit here tonight. This whole area here, the desk will be ready cleaned off. And then I'm going to get the one monitor installed. I got to find see if I have the connector cable for it and see if I can't get it connected. I think I got a little connector cable. And I think I saw that I had an extra HDMI cable around here somewhere. So I got to do that because if it didn't come with them, I got to see. And like I said, I think I have a connector cable in there. And my back has been, like I said, my back has been like kicking shoulder and back. But we'll see. I can just tell it's achy. And I got to move a couple things. Also, I got to order. So some of those bins and boxes that were behind me, a couple of those are trucking bins. And what I'm going to order, Amazon has these big, because I don't have any storage in here for that. So they got these big crates where you can put the locks on them. I haven't talked to him. I'm going to be calling him possibly tomorrow and checking on him on Trucker Bill. But I'm going to, and they had her funeral a couple weeks ago, and they invited me to virtual funeral, but I can't do that. That's weird to me. But I'm going to order the big crates for the trucking stuff, and I'm going to put them in there, and they're going to go out on the back. I got room on the back, and then I'm just going to get a tarp and put over them. And that way I get them out the house because I can store some stuff in the backyard. And then I'm also still got to work on the garden because I haven't done my fall garden. So hopefully if I have the right kind of money at the end of this next pay period, I'm going to see if Ace Hardware will deliver my dirt and some manure. And then I also got to get a drip system because I've been flooding out there and their water bill's going up. So I gotta kind of watch my water usage. But if I put a drip system in, that'll be perfect. And I ain't got to really worry about the garden part. So I'm going to work on doing that. And I found a company I'm going to get the drip through. And then I got my Dremel because whoever put this water hose on, the connector thing they got on there is so tight we couldn't even get it off. I even had the maintenance guy, he said he couldn't get it off. So I'm going to have to cut it and then take it off. And then see if I can cut it off and take it off that way. But yeah. We're going to work on it. When I get done, it's going to do what it does. But anyway, Yeah, I found stuff in some of these bins. I forgot I had an award from back when we were at Charles Schwab as a team. It's a beautiful. I'll show it next time. It's a beautiful picture frame. And I can't remember what our team did. It was something our team did. I know we did some volunteer work. We were got an award for President's Club and some other stuff. I can't remember all of it. I am. I am. And we'll talk more on the side on some of the other drama in conjunction with that. But I am. I am Wendy. When you go back, you'll understand if you because you came in a little bit later. Go back and you'll hear some of the drama. So, and the goal has been to put up the stuff. They just special. So the other goal is I need to get over here to this water. I need to move it from off the tile and put the cardboard down. I just haven't done it yet. And like I said, the way my back is feeling, I don't know if that's going to happen today or later on. What I'm going to work on is what I can sit here and get on them shelves. And then I have to get something to sit on. I really want, there's a day bed that I really like at World Market. The frame is from Indonesia, and I forgot what the wood is about. What the wood is made from, what the wood is about, what the wood's made from. So I forgot what the wood is made from. That's what I want to get. And a mattress, I'm just going to get the same mattress I got for the bed in my room. And then I want an oversized chair and ottoman. I thought about a recliner, but I'm so turned off because I saw Grumpy. And to me, I don't know, every time I see a recliner, it just makes me think of his laziness. Ooh, Grumpy may have to move. Yeah, that's his apartment complex got bought from some people in California, and it's 55 plus community, and I guess they getting ready to possibly open it up to not over 55 plus. And he said I might have to move, and I was like, okay. I said, well, if your rent goes up, and I don't know what he gonna do because I don't know because he was paying like what I'm paying for here, and I don't know what he gonna do with that. And then his former stepson, the grandmother, the aunt, he was staying with the aunt died. And some of our cousins came, and I guess he's got an uncle that came down, and he's kind of slow. The kid has some learning disabilities, and so he has to have an adult there to kind of help him. But and I'm saying kid, he probably my age. And, his mama died. That's my half brother's mom that my father was married to. This is the son, the stepson. And I think something happened and one of our cousins went to go get him to help out. I don't know all the details. So he going to go down with my cousin to stay with him, our cousin to stay with him. And I'm just praying for him to hopefully get somewhere settled where prayerfully to be somebody who's healthy enough to help him out because like I said, he's got some learning disabilities. But yeah, now Grumpy may have to move and I'll go more into that. But anyway, my battery's dying, y'all, so we're going to end the live. Y'all be blessed. Wendy, you and the hubby be blessed too. And two, I hope y'all have a good night and be safe. I'll probably try to do one of these, just randoms. I don't know. Maybe talk about stuff. Y'all talked about a couple different topics in this little live. But it's coming together. So, and then I'll give y'all hopefully another view of this, prayerfully by next week. You'll be able to see most of the living room again, like it was before. Because this right here drives me nuts. Y'all don't understand. I'm having a moment. It's just a lot for me. Anyway, peace.